Dhamma Talk from the Buddha, October the 2nd, 2021. 16 Steps of Anapanasati. Topic: The Path to Cessation of Suffering. Episode 2. The Noble Mindfulness of Breathing. According to the Buddha, practice of mindfulness of breathing or Anapanasati consists of 16 steps altogether. Step 1. The first step is to get to know about the nature of breathing through observing the long breath. Concentrate on the process of breathing. Allow the body inhalation and exhalation of air to be the mind object. How long should the breath be? This depends on your physique. Allow the breathing to take its natural course. Notice when the breath is long and when the breath is short. Observe the breath carefully, considering the length of the breath. Make long breathing the object of concentration. Once you follow the long breath and know when the breath is long, the mind starts to cultivate concentration. Step 2. Know when the breath is short and make this short breath the mind object of concentration. Breathing normally, the heart beats 70 to 90 times per minute. However, when experiencing excitement, fear, rage, sorrow, the breath becomes short and the heart beats faster. The reason blood donors with short breathing and a heart rate higher than 100 times per minute are not permitted to donate blood is to avoid the risk of heart attack. The mind and the breath are profoundly related. Long breathing indicates well-being and good health, while short breathing suggests the opposite. It is important to recognize when the breath becomes short. Step 3. Get to know all of the kaya, the body, while inhaling and exhaling. See how the physical body is controlled by the body of breath. All of the kaya here refers to the two bodies, the body of breathing and the physical body. The word kaya means group in the Pali language and also physical body in the Thai language. So do not get confused here. The Buddha called the body of breathing kaya as it is the breath that keeps our physical body alive. Without kaya, life cannot exist. Therefore, kaya or breath is regarded as our internal formless body, as taught in Mahasatipatthana Sutta. Kaye kayanupasi viharati, or one who dwells in observing the body in the body. That is, by practicing mindfulness of the body of breathing until mindfulness takes its natural course. One becomes mindful of the body in the body of breathing in the physical body, and all of the kaya. Step 4. Know when the body conditioning, kaya sankhara, is becoming restrained and calming down. The breathing becomes refined, restrained, and calm. This restrained kaya sankhara is the condition for deeper mental concentration. During meditation, the breathing can sometimes be so refined that we can feel as if it has stopped altogether. The more frequently we practice or meditate, the more power or control or vasi we have over breathing. At this stage, the Buddha did not refer to the breath as all of kaya, but as kaya sankhara. In Thai, sankhara always refers to the physical body. In Pali, sankhara refers to the conditioning or fabrications of the mind, such as thoughts or emotions. The Buddha used the word kaya sankhara to refer to the breath because it concocts or conditions the physical body. When the breathing does not proceed properly or when the breath is rough, the physical body feels the discomfort. Therefore, the Buddha taught us to practice mindfulness of breathing until it naturally becomes refined, restrained, and calm, so as to allow mental concentration to develop. When the concentration becomes deep, still, and one-pointed, the breath will be so refined that it seems to disappear altogether. At this stage, we may feel a need to take a deep breath for reassurance. However, there's no need to do so, since we are actually breathing normally, but simply not mindful enough to be aware of it. At this stage, we will often experience piti or joy and sukha or happiness. Step 5. Know well about piti. When the breath is refined, piti or joy and sukha or happiness arise. What is it like when piti arises? There are 5 kinds of piti: slight joy, short-lived joy, intermittent joy, a powerful excitement, or shuddering of the body with joy, and a joy that permeates the entire body. Only after piti is restrained and calmed down can sukha arise. Again, when the breath is refined, most practitioners might not be able to feel it passing through the end of the nose. They become concerned about whether they are still breathing or not. About this matter, Kruba Ajahn teaches that the breath is still there and there is nothing to fear in this experience. In the Visuddhimagga, the path of purification, the great treatise on Buddhist practice and Theravada Abhidhamma, an explanation of the 7 types of people or beings that do not breathe is given. 1. A fetus in the womb. 2. A diver who needs to hold their breath under the water. 3. An asana satta Brahma, a deva without body, but no mind and no breath, a type of rupa jhana god. 4. A person in the 4th jhana who is barely breathing. 5th, a dead person. 6. A Brahma in rupa jhana, fine material states, or arupa jhana, immaterial or formless states. 7. A person experiencing attainment of cessation, nirodha samapatti. Therefore, there is no need to worry that one will die while practicing Anapanasati. The more refined the breathing becomes, the more benefits we derive from the practice of Anapanasati. Next, as the breathing becomes more refined, more piti arises. Keep on inhaling and exhaling while using piti as the object of contemplation. Those who have developed meditation to the level of jhana or absorption have all experienced piti together with sukha. In fact, the first level of jhana consists of these 5 jhana factors: vitaka, vichara, piti, sukha, ekagata, initial thought, applied thought, joy, happiness, and one-pointedness. Piti and sukha disappear when one reaches higher levels of jhana. Step 6. Inhale and exhale while contemplating sukha or happiness. See how piti gradually calms down and turns into sukha. Step 7. Know in particular about citta sankhara, or the mind conditioning factor creating piti and sukha. See how it concocts the mind with every inhalation and exhalation. Step 8. Know when citta sankhara calms down. Observe the mind with every inhalation and exhalation. Step 9. Inhale and exhale, contemplating the mind. See if there is any greed, hatred, or delusion, or if the mind is stabilized. When anger arises, it is only with the power of mindfulness, sati, that anger can subside. Therefore, it is important to cultivate mindfulness so that we can observe and let go of anger. To do this, train one's mindfulness until it has equal or greater power than greed, hatred, and delusion. Otherwise, we lose the fight with these defilements. There are similes in Thai to describe failed practitioners, such as the short-tempered meditator, one who practices meditation for some time but fails to control their temper. They show their anger through evil speech or behavior. The greedy hermit, one who practices solitude and frugality but endlessly asks for donations from others who are neither their relatives nor someone who has made a vow to support them, pavarana. This simile refers to monks who act as if they are beggars, always asking for donations. They eventually find themselves being shunned by people for fear of solicitation. There is also a folk tale about villagers who run away as soon as they see red bulls, as they mistake the bull's red skin color for a monk's robe. The insight meditator, vipassana meditator, one who loves to be flattered. This refers to those who claim that they practice insight meditation, but who easily gets angry or flattered by criticism or praise due to the lack of wisdom. Talkative Abhidhamma learner, a person who has extensive knowledge of Dhamma and Abhidhamma, ancient Buddhist texts on higher levels of Dhamma, and who uses this as an excuse to be conceited and to disrespect others. A well-trained meditator's mind is calm, cool, free from anger. A real hermit does not ask for donations. A well-trained insight meditator is not easily affected by the 8 worldly conditions, 8 lokadhamma, and is indifferent to praise or blame. Step 10. Fill the mind with pamoja or delight. Inhale and exhale with this delighted mind. Step 11. Make the mind stable. Inhale and exhale with this stabilized mind. Step 12. Liberate the mind. Inhale and exhale with the mind that is free or liberated from attachments. Step 13. Contemplate the impermanent nature of all phenomena. Thus, observe the breath with mindfulness that all phenomena are impermanent. For example, even when anger arises, it stays for a while and then it vanishes. Once one understands this truth, then one sees the impermanent nature or anicca of all things. Step 14. See the arising of viraga, detachment, the gradual release of the sense of attachment. Inhale, exhale, and notice the fading of the desire for sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and touch. Step 15. See the extinguishing. Follow the inhalation and exhalation until one eventually perceives the extinguishing of all mental defilements. Step 16. The last step is relinquishing or throwing off, patinissagga. Inhale and exhale, throwing off the mind objects, defilements, suffering, or anything else that one habitually clings to as being or having a self. This is the short explanation of the 16 steps of Anapanasati taught by the Lord Buddha. Now you all know how to breathe and can make the most out of your breathing. Do not waste your breath or breathe in vain. Please refer to a handbook for the practice of Anapanasati Bhavana by Buddhadasa Bhikkhu, interpreted by J. Ratana Nanto Bhikkhu for more details on the practice of Anapanasati.